Hello guys and welcome back to my channel Arabic with me Rana. If you are not a subscriber yet, please hit the subscribe button and don't forget to share my videos if you like them. Today's video has the title The 10 Forms of Arabic Verbs. We will start with some information about the 10 forms of Arabic verbs and start with the very first one according to me. This video is important for those who are switching from standard to spoken and for those who only know spoken Arabic as well. Let's start our video. The first thing you should know is that we have 10 forms of verbs in Arabic. Each form tells us how to make the shape of the verb in present, past, and infinitive. For spoken Arabic speakers, the expression infinitive may seem a little bit new. So let me explain in few words. In English, we have a verb and a noun, but in Arabic, we have a verb and a noun, and then the process of doing the verb. For instance, in English, you would say, I am reading a book. Reading here is a verb because you are doing something which is reading right now. While in the next example, I like reading. Reading here is not a verb, it's the process of reading. And you are not now doing any action or it's not related to any tense. This is why it's not a verb, it's a noun. This is what we call infinitive in Arabic. The second step that you should know is that we always make forms with the he pronoun conjugation. But why we do that? Because, as you all know, in the past tense, we only have the root of the conjugation, the root with he conjugation. We don't add any suffix or any prefix to the he conjugation form in the past tense, which is the thing that helps us distinguish the forms easily. Now, how to know the forms of the verbs? You all may remember having X, Y, and Z in mathematics in school. Okay, I know that all of you, let's say most of you don't like mathematics, but let's continue to our goal. It's not that difficult. In Arabic verbs, we don't use the X, Y, and Z because X, Y, and Z are English letters. So instead, we use fa, ain, and lam. Fa, a, and la. Fa, a, la. Let's combine them in one word and say it's fa'ala. Fa'ala, which means literally to do something. Fa'ala. So it's logical right now, right? Now you may ask, how would I know the root of verbs? Well, you should know that for any verb in Arabic, even if it was a billion letters verb, its root is only 3 letters. And the rest are all extras. All of them, we call them extras. But Rana, how do we know the extras? Easy way. Follow these 2 steps. The first step, a stressed letter, a doubled letter in Arabic is an extra. Number 2, extra letters are combined in one word, which is tsunami. Oh my goodness, it's the tsunami of Arabic. So it's combined in this tsunami, T, S, O, R, M, and E. These are the letters. In Arabic they are Ta, Sin, Waw, Alif, Mim, and Ya. Let's have an example. The verb in Arabic to learn. تعلم. تعلم. It's with he conjugation in the past tense. هو تعلم. هو تعلم. Well, تعلم, it consists of these letters. Follow me. T, A, L, doubled L, so it's 2 L's, right? T, A, L, and then M. تعلم. تعلم. It consists of 5 letters, not just 4, 5 letters. But Rana, how do we know the extras and how do we know where is the root of that verb? I will tell you. So you can see that I told you a minute ago that tsunami are the extras. Let's see how. Well, we have a T here, right? T, it's an extra. Okay, How about the stressed double letter, which is the le? Okay, one of them is extra. So one of the L's is extra and the first letter, which is the T, is extra. So we only have a, la, ma left. Which are the three letters Zain and Lam and Mim? These three letters are the root of the verb. So this is the root, equals فعل, علم, فعل, عين, لام, ميم equals فاء, عين, لام. That's it. Well, Rana, how do we know then the form of this verb? It's also easy. As I told you, fa'ala is just the root. Well, how to know the form of this verb, which is to learn? Add the extras to this root. Let's add them. So, fa'ala is the root. Let's add the extras that we had. The extras that we had is the T at the beginning. So, ta, and then we have the fa, and the ayn is stressed. Remember, the ayn equals the L, and the L was stressed, so it's a stress. So it should be تفعل, تفعل, تعلم, تفعل, تعلم, تفعل. Okay, let's have another example. The word استعلم, استعلم, to take information about something, to ask for information about something. So let's see this استعلم. What is it? What is the root of it? And after the root, we can know the word استعلم, the verb استعلم, what form it has. So let's see. استعلم. So we have the first a, it's a, an extra letter, right? So a extra. Okay, another s is extra, again from tsunami. A extra, s extra, and the t is extra. So we are left with three letters. They are a, la, ma. Ah, it's the same. So this is the root of the verb. A, la, ma equals fa, a, la. Okay, but how to know what is the form of the verb, which means to ask for information, to get information, which is استعلم, استعلم or استعلم in spoken Arabic. We would know this way. فعل, which is a, la, ma. Okay, let's add the extras that we took a minute ago. Let's add the extras. The extras are, again, the alif, the sin, and the t, a, s, t. Okay, let's add them to the word فعل, which is استفعل, 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 استعلم, استفعل, استعلم. So this is the way you may know what are the extras and how to know the form of this verb. Okay, now you know all the basic information on how to make the forms of the verbs and the patterns of them. Now let's start with our first form, which is the form of today's video. The form of today's video is the form فعل, فعل. So I'm stressing the a, right? فعل. You can see that the ayn is stressed, is doubled, so the y in XYZ is doubled. Okay. So what? So, when you have this form, this tone of the verb, you should immediately know the present tense and also the infinitive that we spoke about. Let's see how. It should be having the rhythm, the tone of. In the past tense should be فعل, فعل. In the present tense it should be بفعل, بفعل. And the process of doing this thing is تفعيل. This is all in spoken Arabic. But let's see for those who are switching from standard into spoken Arabic, how do we know that? You have to know that this is the second form of the 10 forms of Arabic language verbs. And it should be this way. فعل, يفعل, تفعيل. فعل, يفعل, تفعيل. This is the standard Arabic. Now switching into spoken, it would be فعل بفعل تفعيل. فعل بفعل تفعيل. So let's have some examples. The first example is the word to teach in Arabic. The word to teach is علم, علم, فعل, علم. the present tense is all with he conjugation. So he taught, he teaches, and then the process of teaching. So it would be علم فعل علم بفعل بيعلم, he's teaching or he teaches, and then تفعيل تعليم تفعيل تعليم علم بيعلم تعليم. So علم is he taught, بيعلم is he's teaching or he teaches, and then in the process of it is تعليم, which is teaching as a process, as a noun. For example, if you wanted to say I like teaching, I love teaching, you would say أنا بحب التعليم, أنا بحب التعليم. And also, sometimes the infinitive could mean something else. In this way, it means also to say education. تعليم is education. We will have plenty of examples in this video. The second example is the word سلم. سلم, to say hi. سلم, he said hi. سلم. And in the present tense, it should be بيسلم, and the process of it is تسليم. سلم, بيسلم, تسليم. Also, سلم, it's to deliver something. So you can use it this way. Why we say to say hi is the same as to deliver something, because we are delivering the hi to the other person. So it should be سلم, بيسلم, تسليم. Okay, let's have another one. For example, we have the word علق. علق or علق with a ق. علق. علق. So, for example, أنا علقت الصورة على الحيط. I hanged the picture or the photo on the wall. So علق. It also means to comment. Why to comment is the same as to hang? Because we are hanging that comment or on Facebook, on social media, on anywhere. So this is علق. علق بيعلق تعليق. علق بيعلق تعليق. Then let's have another example. The word دور. دور is to search for something. دور. So دور, بيدور, تدوير. دور, بيدور, تدوير. So for example, I would say أنا دورت على موبايلي وما شفته. دورت على موبايلي وما شفته. Next example is the word شغل. شغل is to switch on something. Anything. شغل is to make it work. You know, شغل is the word work or a job. So this is why شغل is to make it work. So شغل, شغل بيشغل تشغيل. شغل بيشغل تشغيل. I could say شغلت رنا معي بالمكتب. شغلت رنا معي بالمكتب. So I made Rana work with me in the office. So I made her work. I gave her a job here in my office. The next word is سكر. سكر is to close. All of these in spoken Arabic. سكر, سكر is to close. So سكر بيسكر تسكير. سكر is he closed something. بيسكر is he closes something, and تسكير is closing. So let's have an example. سكر الشباك. هو سكر, he closed. سكر الشباك لأني بردانة. So سكر الشباك, he closed the window because I feel cold. I'm cold. The next one is خرب. خرب is to make something broken, to break something. Not to break it like to break it into pieces. No, it means just to make it not work. So خرب بيخرب تخريب. خرب بيخرب تخريب. So for example, I would say أنا خربت. أنا خربت البراد. So I broke the fridge. It does not mean here that I made it into pieces. No, it's just that I made it not work. The next word is the opposite, which is صلح. صلح, to repair something. صلح بيصلح تصليح. صلح بيصلح تصليح. صلح البراد. He fixed, he repaired the fridge. Now I will give you a couple of words, like actually lots of words, and I will tell you what are the meanings of them, and then in our next video we are going to have some examples on that. The next verb is the word sabbab, sabbab, which is to cause. Sabbab is he caused something. Sabbab. You give me some examples. The next one is the word haddad, haddad, which is to threaten someone. Threaten someone, threatening someone. He threatened someone. Haddad. The next word is rattab, rattab, to organize or to tidy something. Rattab. Then next is jaddad, jaddad, which is to renew something. Jaddad comes from jdid, which is the adjective, and here jdid, it means new. So jaddad is to renew. The word dakhan, dakhan, which is to smoke. Dakhan. And also sometimes dakhan means that I am smoking. I am smoking means that I'm so angry. The next word is jarrab, which is to try. Jarrab, jarrab. You give me an example as well. The next word is sawad, sawad. You know, the word aswad is black, the color black. So sawad is to make something black. We may have it in some expressions. I will give you that in next videos. If you know it, also comment below. The next word is bayyad, to make something white. So you give me an example about that too, which comes from the word abyad, which is the color white. The next verb is nayyam, nayyam, which is to make someone sleep, to take someone to sleep, just like a child. The next verb is fakkar, fakkar, which is to think about something, right? Fakkar, fakkar. So you give me also an example about that, and then you give me the present tense and also the infinitive. The next verb is qarrar, qarrar or qarrar, which is to decide, he decided. And then the word mashat, mashat, which means to comb my hair, combing my hair. Mashat, هو mashat. You give me the present tense of all of these examples and the infinitive as well, which is the process of doing that, the process of that action. And then you give me some examples if you can in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, comment below, and if you like it, share the video to all of your friends who are learning Arabic language. And also don't forget to comment below with all of the examples that you may know. If you have any questions, suggestions or recommendations, please also comment below or send me a message to the Facebook messages or also to my Instagram. I will see you soon, guys, in the next episode, and bye bye.